Okay, folks, welcome back to the shed. It seems many weeks since both myself and Ross were in the shed talking about our experiences over lockdown. But we wanted to come back into the shed today to talk about International Men's Day, which is taking place this Thursday, the 19th of November. And I'm joined here by, as I say, Ross Deuchar. Say hi, Ross.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, it's great to be back in the shed again. It's a wee bit colder than it was when we were doing it before.
I thought I would sort of pull up the big jacket and the hat because it's freezing down here in the borders. But listen, thanks for coming in the shed again, Ross. And today, Thursday is International Men's Day, and before I talk about why I think it's a day we need to mark, why do you think it's important that society marks International Men's Day?
Yeah, I think it's really important because, well, first of all, I mean, I'm really interested in the whole thing about men's sense of well-being, mental health, and I think it's really important that we encourage men to know that it's okay to not feel okay sometimes, the importance of opening up and talking about their experiences, their feelings, their emotions. And, we have a real issue with male suicide. Over 70% of suicides are men, among men, and so it's really important we keep putting that message out there. But I think it's also important to just celebrate, the role that men play in society, because I think there's often quite a lot of negative stereotypes about. There's a lot of, and there are real issues and issues that we can't get away from, the men committing the most violence, are involved in the most crime and so on. But we also need to hear the positive stories. There's a lot of really great things that the boys and men are involved in, and it's about promoting that as well, I think.
Yeah, I think that's some really good points there, Ross. And I think, why I think it's important we celebrate International Men's Day. First of all, let's celebrate the great things that boys and men are doing in today's society. And we've seen a lot of that over the last few months, reaching out in communities and supporting that. And I think International Men's Day, as well as about celebrating success, it's about acknowledging some of the issues. And you've pointed out male suicide, 13.5 men a day, I believe, in the UK take their own life. 13.5 men a day take their own life. And I think, I used to be one of these people who used to think, what's the point of International Men's Day? But something happened to me many years ago. My dad took his own life. Dad became a statistic, and really made me realise that we need to talk about these issues, not just as a society, but as men in particular. We need to start to talk about these, and I think we're getting better. And in days like International Men's Day really allows us to have these honest, authentic conversations around these issues. But I think we need to be even more courageous. And as Ross started to highlight, we see it getting better as a society, as men, talking about male suicide. But we need to get more courageous about talking about the other issues that boys and men, unfortunately, feature disproportionately. And you talked about violence. Yeah, the vast majority of violence in this world is committed against men and boys, often by other boys and men. And we can't just keep talking about the easy stuff. We need to have courage to talk about the other stuff as well. And I think International Men's Day for me is a day where we talk about all of these issues. We create spaces for not just for boys and men to talk, but anybody who's working with boys and men, who cares deeply about boys and men, to really come together to talk about these issues. And Ross, do you want to tell us about the event that we're having on International Men's Day that you and I will be running?
Yeah, so we're having a really great event this Thursday online. So it's going to be hosted by the University of the West of Scotland. And we're going to be talking about all issues to do with men and boys. And we've got a variety of really great speakers coming along to share their insights there as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. Graham and I are going to be hosting the event, and we've got some really inspirational speakers as well.
Yeah, I think, I'm still looking forward to sharing the afternoon with Ross and the people who signed up to this event. I'll post a link to this event after this film. But as Ross says, we've got an international speaker from the US, Matt Winkler, who's going to speak about the hero's journey. And for me, that is about community coming together to be there for other boys and men in society, to help them navigate the journey that many boys and men are on. On this journey, we'll meet people who will hinder us, but we can also meet people who are going to help us. we're gonna speak to Manon in Inverclyde, looking at the work that they do to support boys and men in that area. Sonia from Lads Needs Dads is going to talk about the fantastic program Lads Needs Dads, a great opportunity to talk about the role of the community mentor. And my friend Tony White is going to talk about some of the issues around male suicide and what we can be doing to be part of the solution, be part of that support network that we all need. So, so you know, Ross, let's go and let's get ourselves ready for Thursday afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you all and some other people on Thursday afternoon. So thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll speak soon.
Okay, great, brilliant.